New videos every day.
Hi guys, I'm Lori from Total Wellness Austin, and today I'm going to show you a couple of foam rolling techniques. Make sure that you favorite this video and follow along 5 to 6 times a week. We're going to begin with foam rolling the ITU band, the side of the leg. As you can tell, I have quite a bit assortment of foam rollers, but there are different types and different densities for different parts of your body. So if you've been foam rolling a while, you may want to get a foam roller that has an insert that's metal or plastic. It gives you less cushion, but it's going to be a little bit better. And if you haven't and you're just beginning to foam roll, then you can begin with one that has a little more cushion and there's not a metal or plastic insert. Okay, so you're going to begin on your side and you're going to have the foam roller at the top of your hip. Okay, so you're going to come onto your side and you're going to extend your legs out straight. And then you're going to begin to start at the hip. You're going to move the foam roller down towards your knee. So you're going to have to walk your arms and hands just slightly. Now as you go down the side of your leg, you're going to begin to feel what I call speed bumps. And these are big knots in the side of your leg. Most of us have extremely tight IT bands, especially if you're a runner. So as you go down towards your knee, then you're going to stop. And I'm going to have you come from the knee back to the hip. But this time, as you come up, I want you to stop at every speed bump that you find and hold for 30 seconds. So it's like a self-massage. And as you hold at that knot, the blood starts to get into that tissue, and then that tightness begins to release. If this is too much pressure on that area, you can drop the bottom leg and the top leg, and then you can just keep your feet on the mat. So now there's less pressure. So lifting the feet up is applying more pressure, and then lowering them is taking a little bit of the pressure off. Eventually, we want to all get to the point where our legs are up. Okay, so as you're coming up, remember you're stopping at each speed bump along the way and holding for 30 seconds. All the way to the hip. Good. And then just go back down one more time, stopping again at each speed bump, holding. Make sure that you're breathing. Moving down. And you'll notice that sometimes closer to the knee, you're going to feel more tension and more of speed bumps, and then closer to the hip, there may be more speed bumps. But that may change with your activities. Good. All the way down to the knee. Great. And then you're going to switch sides. So we're starting again at the top of the hip. Stack the feet if you can. Lift them up. And then you're going to begin to roll from the hip to the knee. The first time you're just going to roll. You're not stopping at any speed bumps. You're just feeling as you go down the side of the leg, and you're just paying attention to where you feel more tension. Good. Now come from the knee back to the hip, stopping at the speed bumps and holding for 30 seconds. Remember, you can lower your feet for less pressure. Breathe. When you get to those bumps, remember to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. All the way back. Slowly to the hip. And then one last time from the hip to the knee. Stopping again at any speed bump, holding for 30 seconds. And as you do this over time, you're going to begin to notice that you don't really have any speed bumps anymore. and the new muscle tissue can begin to form, and your legs will become stronger and leaner. Good. And then back up. Okay, so that's foam rolling the IT band. Now we're going to look at foam rolling your calves. Okay, so with the calf, you're going to start with your left calf on the foam roller. You're going to take your right leg and cross it over. Lift yourself up. So again, we're putting a lot of pressure on that calf so that we get a good massage. We're going to start at the heel or the ankle, and we're going to roll slowly towards the knee. Same thing, you'll feel the speed bumps. And then you're going to go from the knee all the way down to the ankle. And then I want you to, this time, to come from the ankle up to the knee, and I want you to roll right to left. Depending on the way that you walk, if your foot turns out or in, sometimes you'll notice the calf is a little bit, there's more tension on the inside or the outside. So I want you to roll on that calf muscle and see where you might feel more tightness. And then you're going to come back down and you're going to look for speed bumps again. Stop at this speed bump, count slowly to 30. Make sure you're breathing. And then begin to move. And if this is too much pressure, uncross the legs. So now you don't have as much pressure on the left leg. And then lower down. And then we're going to switch. So right calf, left leg crosses over. And start at the heel or ankle and slowly roll to the knee. And then back down, paying attention to any tightness or soreness. And then now rock right to left as you roll back up. Feeling if there's more tension on the right or left side of the leg. And then the speed bumps. Stopping at each speed bump, holding. Make sure you're breathing and counting slowly to 30. All the way back down. Good, excellent. So, IT bands and calves, one of the tighter part of the bodies that you'll find. If you don't have a foam roller at home, one of the things that I've used is a PVC pipe. It's cheap and it's easy. You can get a PVC pipe at Home Depot or Lowe's for about $2. And then if it's too hard, because it is, plastic, you can take some foam or some cloth fabric and just hot glue it around the PVC pipe, and then you've got a $2 foam roller. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can visit TotalWellnessAustin.com.